Hello, just a quick video to explain the 4 different types of volume profile. So here goes, I'm going to share my screen. So you should be able to see my screen now. And first of all, let's talk about this indicator along the bottom, which is not volume profile, it's just called volume. And I use that to establish when the peaks in trading are. What it shows you is the total volume of contracts placed at any given point in time. So where my cursor is now, that's 1 o'clock on the 12th of January. You can see that that's the peak of orders during that day. And the other interesting thing is, if you follow my cursor there alongside volume, it actually gives you the values for whatever candle you're on. So I'm on that candle there, which is 1 o'clock on the 3rd of January, and it's showing me that 37.3k from the sellers and 8.521k from the buyers. So the sellers are dominating. If you look at that one there, the buyers are dominating. So that's just a quick explanation of what's going on along the bottom. I'm going to remove that and explain now the 4 different types of volume profile. First of all, there's one volume profile which is available on the free version of TradingView, and I'm going to show you now how to get that. So if you follow my cursor, I'm going down from cursors, trendline tools, Gann and Fibonacci tools, geometric tools, sorry, geometric shapes, annotation tools, patterns, and the one at the bottom, sorry, the 7th one down is prediction and measurement tools. If you click on that, you should get a drop-down menu, and down the bottom, fixed range volume profile. So that's on the free version. It's also available on the paid for versions. If you click on that, and then you have to decide which time span you want to look at. So if I click on the first candle of that day, and I move across to click on the last candle of that day, you'll see I've got the volume profile. So that is the volume profile for the whole of that period. What it shows me, if I zoom in, you've got these bars along the side, and it's showing me where the most activity at each particular price occurred. So during this day, the whole day, the highest volume of activity was at that point there, which is a price of 1819.44. There are other lesser peaks, one there, one there, one there, where you've got the blue bars alongside. Those are buyers' orders, and the yellow ones are sellers' orders. And where you go change from blue to grey, sorry, I'll say that again, within that area there of the blue bars, that represents 70% of all the trades, and the other 30% lies outside. And this blue area shows where all the trades in the day occurred. Now that is fixed range volume profile. You can choose whatever period you want to look at. You could, if you wanted to, go to days, and you could choose a period beginning, let's say November the 1st. Try that again. November the 1st up until Friday evening. Just go on, click on there, and there you have So this is the peak of activity at that price, and lesser activities down here where you've got virtually no volume. And you can basically cover any range that you want. It's called fixed range, and guess what? You get to choose the range. So as I said, that is available on the free version of TradingView. If you want to get rid, you just click on the icon in the corner, remove, and it's disappeared. So what about the other three volume profiles? If you go to the top here to where it says indicators, click on indicators, you'll see down this side, you've got technicals. Click on that and then go over here and you've got volume profile. So I'm going to click on that and you'll see the four different types of volume profile. Fixed range, which is exactly the same as it was on the free version. You've got session volume HD, and visible range. So I'm going to go through each of those in turn. So session volume, click on there. And what that shows me, so there we've got two sessions. We've got last Thursday, sorry, not last Thursday, we've got the 12th of January and we've got the 14th of January. So that's the 13th of January, that's the 14th of January. So let's just take a look at what we've got. It's got the same as in the fixed range, but this is looking at individual sessions. So this is a full day's trading from that candle there to that candle there. That's the full session. And this is highlighting the peak of orders placed. This is showing you where 70% of all the orders were within that blue area, and the outside the blue area is the other 30% of trading. Now, the great thing about this is it goes back quite a way. I believe the last time I looked, it went right back to October. I'll just scroll back until it stops. So the last one I could get was actually the 31st of December. On a different time frame, maybe different values, but this is just going back at the moment to the 1st of January. So that one is the session volume. And again, if you look where my cursor is, you'll see that it also tells you what the total volume was at that price. So if you're looking at where that line is there, the price, those are the values for that particular profile. You've got the total buyers, total sellers, and the total of buyers and sellers. So I'll move on to the next one. So go to indicators, technicals, volume profile. Session volume HD is very similar to the session volume, except it gives more detail and it varies according to the timescale that you're looking at. So we're looking at this one on the 15-minute chart. If you look on the 5-minute chart, it actually goes down to greater, they call it more granular. It's a bit like television pictures with SD quality and HD quality. It's still giving you the same values. So close that one and go back to the fourth type of volume profile, and that is visible range. So I'm going to click on that, come out with that. And this one looks very slightly different in that the bars are on the bars are on the left, sorry, on the right, and what it's showing you is the volume profile for the period that is actually on your screen. So this is the point of control for the period from that candle there to that candle there. If you change the time frame, you're looking at from that candle there to that candle there. Can be useful when you're analysing longer term. And so I'll just go back to the one that I use most often, and that is the session volume. Need to get rid of that one. Okay, so we're back to session volume, which I find is the most useful volume profile tool to use. Now, I'm going to call it a day on volume profile for now. I'll come back with another video soon on how exactly I use session volume profile when I'm trading. So thanks for jumping on. See you next time.